We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Check. 198.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hello. 198. Watch 9.
Now Mahomes gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Yellow. There's a line, right? Here we go, D. All day, defense. All right, 57 colors. Watch 98.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Back 25.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Johnson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. 54, ready, set.
Here's Ryan to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. 43.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 10-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. 198, watch 98. Scene 6. 198, watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, tighten down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 40.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, Blue 80. You ready? Get up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Cardinals nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go again.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yellow, 180. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 198. Watch the
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This from 54 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 55, Mike. And what's that? And what's the ball?
And First down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
To 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. 43, 43. 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. 198, watch 98, 98, bravo. Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, that's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Ryan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenny Golladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. 57.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Ryan. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, they've got gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Out, out, out. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, Ryan goes off, and on is Giorgio Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 30 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
21. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 3. 51. South.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. Play 25. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I smell fear in that offense.
from the gun. Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I don't need to. Let's go, little lady. And let's pin the mirror.
What up, bro? What's going on? How you doing? Shit, I don't know. I saw you. I saw it looked like you had a radio, so. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Same old shit, man. A little worse every day. They picked the wrong beer, that's for sure. All right. Oh. No, not enough. All right. Damn. I gotta start capitalizing off these. Oh, Jesus. That shit was close.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now that throw comes. Steps inside.
Oh. That was all bad.
Try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Takes this one down. Goes all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's what I was just working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays to result.
And a big play results right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mahomes gets up. Able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
All right.
They try to kick inside, but that was a smart one because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move out and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that one. From the 3rd, 2nd down, Mahomes.
Oh, no. Oh. Right to you. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, my God. Good shit, man. I don't know why I threw that. God damn it. The same with him and Lamar, man. I can't use them because I don't use them how they're supposed to be used. So I worry about scrambling too much instead of just throwing the ball, and it throws me off. He drops the ball like as soon as he gets touched too. So it's like, yeah, you can run with him, but chances are they're going to get a fumble. Oh man, my team's so tired still. Fuck. Damn.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, why don't I keep going straight? Fuck. All right.
I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal today, but keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't get the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground again. He's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards.
All right. Excuse me.
2nd and 2. Every defender that's wide open, you can run just about anything. A lot of times the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short runs, and goes to one of the ones.
He's going to take off. Nice work to get 7 out of that. 2nd down.
time, I thought he was going to get it to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up getting positive yardage.
As long as you don't injure him, that's all I care about. Let's see. No, come on. Oh, the face mask. Damn. All right, 3 chances. Oof. Thank you.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. Defense probably says, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
Still gave you way too much time.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Ah.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. See what they do this one.
Oh.
Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more in the game? It'll be interesting to see what the plays that they got coming up.
Does it often affect the call calling the interception?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, the offense just doesn't have the confidence to maybe try to take the pressure off the ball.
Oh, come on.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Oh. Oof. Thought you were hitting your running back on that Texas route. You would burn my ass.
Just inside the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense has the line ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got momentum. I know they're here to get out there and put it on display.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To Franz Mahomes. It's good. 19 yards that pick up there, more the chains.
never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, come on.
Just a yard to pick up there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Still number 2 to run the ball and chew one more time on the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw. Now they go straight. It's complete.
What the fuck was that? Holding. Come on. Ah. All right, damn it. Let's get something going here.
Now they face a 2nd and 1 following the holding penalty.
That's not what I would have wanted to do. Good shit.
Really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have the pass.
Uh-oh. I didn't even be looking at the chat. Red. Oh, okay. Yeah, Redskins is my buddy Herb. God damn it. Oh, this really sucks. Oh, why did I always get myself into this shit?
So now that biggest kick tonight is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good.
Oof. That shit could have gone 70, damn. Oh, Booker's injured. That's the spirit. All right.
Set to begin the next drive. The Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not for ready to handle this situation.
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself in position for the second. Whether you're able to get enough.
What the? Oh my God! Come on.
You have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance.
Jesus.
For an easier shot.
Holy shit. My bad. Yeah. What? Oh.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.